You need to celebrate the small wins because those small wins are what's going to build up momentum for you. And this is a thing that can apply to any area of your life, but momentum is one of the most powerful forces that you have working for you. Don't be a dickless Ken doll, all right? Be the tone setter. Here's what I mean. So many guys have super platonic conversations and interactions with women. And more importantly, there's zero man to woman intent. There is zero, hey, I'm only talking to you because I'm interested in you as a viable sexual option for me. And maybe if this goes well, if we have chemistry, I might like you enough to bring you into my life. There's none of that vibe going on. It's a very data-seeking conversation, meaning like, where are you from? What do you do? What's your major? It's like very forgettable shit. You got to give her something to latch onto, but the best thing that for someone to latch onto, especially a woman, is her emotion of attraction for you. I call it an emotion of attraction because what a lot of guys don't necessarily understand, and something I dive deep on super in this book this is literally the handbook on how to attract women, right? This is an entire book written on the entire concept of creating conversational tension and sparking traction with girls in conversation. But here's the thing, attraction is not a choice. Attraction is an emotion. And just like if you're feeling anxious or depressed or happy or euphoric or angry or pissed off, doesn't matter. Oftentimes, emotions take external stimuli that you respond to. Now, how you act, depending on your emotions, is completely up to you. And becoming in control of your emotions is a lifelong pursuit, right? But that said, emotions are like biological suggestions. They're not commands, right? But emotions themselves, you don't necessarily have 100% control over the fact that you want to feel that emotion or not. And oftentimes, if you feel like I need to control my emotions and you're trying to resist the fact that you're pissed off or anxious about something, Osho says this in his book, what you resist persists, right? So if you try to resist an emotion, it's going to persist for even longer. It's often going to grow. But here's the thing. This is why it's a double-edged sword. And this is why it's so fucking amazing, is because attraction is not a choice simply because it is an emotion. And what causes that emotion to happen is the external simulation of your fucking high value man who's not afraid to disqualify, who's not afraid to playfully tease, who's not afraid to spark conversational tension in a way that gives her the emotion of attraction. And here's the secret, guys. Women want to feel the emotion of attraction. Women love the emotion of attraction. And if you're not giving her the emotion of attraction in conversation, you're depriving her of the one thing that women actually want, which is to feel the emotion of attraction for a high value guy. And if you're not doing that, if you're not doing any of the shit that we talk about in this book, then you're actually not living up to your potential as a man, especially when it comes to your ability to get the girls that you actually want, right? Going back to the example I gave before, one of my clients who's in my inner circle, one of the things that we talked about before was he was afraid to spark attraction and spark tension in those conversations with girls. So he would water down the actual lines, some of the lines that we talk about in that book, right? But one of the lines that I wanted him to practice, which was a line that is very easy to drop into conversation, especially when you're starting out, because it's so versatile. And it's basically anytime you learn a fact about her, you basically just say, oh, you're a girl from Texas, or, oh, you like cats, or, oh, you're into grilled cheese sandwiches. Like, oh, we could never be together. And you practice the delivery of that and you practice the timing of that in conversation. We could never be together. Learn a certain fact, use that fact as the reason why you guys can never be together. That's a thing that most nice guys, simps, they're afraid to drop something like that in conversation because they're like, I don't want to break rapport with the girl. I don't want to offend the girl because that would make her pissed off at me, right? And one of the counterintuitive things is like the quickest way to build rapport is to break rapport, aka the quickest way to build a connection and make her know, like, and trust you more is by breaking that connection, by disqualifying her, by telling her you guys can never be together. It's very counterintuitive because what it does is it sparks that emotion of attraction that actually pulls her closer towards you. And the mind-blowing fact, the reason why this is a relevant example is because right before this call, he had a success for him, a win, which was he went out and he actually, rather than watering it down after practicing the delivery for a little bit, he actually chose to just deliver it the moment that it made sense in conversation. And he said it actually gave him a big paradigm shifting moment because these girls responded positively to it. Whereas his paradigm before was girls would be offended by something that I said like this. When you can touch the stove and find out that it's hot by actually touching the stove, by actually getting that reference experience, it's paradigm shifting because you go, oh shit, this is how it actually works. And I've been doing this other shit that doesn't work for the longest time. And this is the reason why I haven't been getting the results I want, is because I've been playing not to lose rather than playing to win. And I'm going to do the thing that is so counterintuitive, but is the one thing that actually sparks conversational tension and breaks rapport in the moment, which actually builds attraction in the moment, which is disqualifying her. That's one of those quick wins that can literally change the trajectory of your entire dating life. I told this story last week, but one of the first girls I ever approached was a girl who I awkwardly asked her for her phone number because, like, I think she gave me her phone number because she felt sorry for me. She literally said, don't text me. Like, I'm only in town this weekend and I have a fiance and I'm not looking to cheat on my fiance and I'm not interested in you, but I'll give you my phone number. She literally gave me her phone number because she felt sorry for me, right? In retrospect, I'm like, oh yeah, she felt sorry for me. That's why she gave me her phone number. But that was the first girl I ever approached. Think about that. And how far have I come in that time? I, believe it or not, was bragging to my friends after that about the fact that, oh yeah, I got this fucking girl's phone number because I felt good about the fact that I got a result that I was not used to getting, which for me meant progress. It meant for me there was a light at the end of the tunnel. It meant for me that I was going in the right fucking direction. So as you're learning a lot of these outer game concepts that we talk about on this channel, understand that you need to celebrate the small wins because those small wins are what's going to build up momentum for you. And this is a thing that can apply to any area of your life, but momentum is one of the most powerful forces that you have working for you or working against you. Once you have momentum going in the right direction, dude, you can become unstoppable if you start capitalizing on the momentum. And the best way to do that is celebrate the small wins along the way.